Hi, it's Brenda with Celestial Sound with another self-care tip. Today I want to talk about being in the present moment. You hear a lot about this, like everybody's saying, just be in the present moment. But how do you do that exactly? What does it really mean? I'd like to just share with you two stories about being on a walk with my dog. All right. Before I started exploring what it was to be in the present moment, I would take my dog, Boomer, out on a walk in the woods every day, every morning before I would head off to work. And Boomer would be off chasing squirrels, running around in this wooded area, which was quite lovely. And I would be walking as well, but I would be thinking in my head all about work and what I was going to be doing at work. I'd be making plans for how work could go smoothly, what it was I going to say, how was I going to organize something. I was thinking ahead into the future, and it was very productive for me, to be quite honest, to do that. It helped me at work to have that time that I thought about these things as I was on my walk. But here's the second story. Once I started understanding this whole idea about being in the present moment and I started practicing that whole walk with my dog Boomer changed overnight. Like it was just entirely different. So the walk was more like this. Here's Boomer running off, and I start noticing his little tail bounding and the black and white fur. And here I'm hearing the crunching of, the dry leaves beneath me. I started to see the sunlight coming through the trees. I noticed all of the beautiful colors in the leaves in the fall, for example. Um, or how leaves would shimmer, and it just kind of blissed me out. It's like, oh, all of the smells, like, oh gosh, smell this. So it was a matter of deciding to tune the senses into my senses, to listen, to see, to observe, to appreciate, to be curious about my environment, to see if I could see something new. All of a sudden, I started noticing all these plants that I'd never noticed before. I'd see these beautiful mushrooms growing out of the tree, right? Everything came alive. And the lesson plans, that was my work. The lesson plans still happened. They just didn't happen on that walk. What happened on that walk was I was getting clear. I was getting in my body and feeling terrific and energized. And then all those lesson plans that I'd been working on prior, they ended up happening on their own in another way. And all is well. But that walk became glorious. So connecting with your senses and allowing yourself to be here now. See what you see, hear what you hear, smell what you smell, feel what you feel, and look around, be curious. That will bring you into the present moment. And I'm telling you, the present moment can be really glorious when you connect to it. I hope this helps.